States of Kailasa and immediately became its most protected citizen. And from there, the fugitive sex cult leader got over 30 American cities to sign little diplomatic recognition papers. Now you're saying, Waters, what's the big deal? Who cares? It's some crazy guy got a bunch of random cities to sign a letter for him. But that's where the story gets deeper. The fake guru rapist didn't just go after small fish he didn't think would Google him. He went after the big ones. Like Virginia Senator Tim Keene. This guy was nearly our vice president. Crook had picked this guy to be a heartbeat away from the presidency. And he got hoodwinked into honoring a Hindu sex fugitive from a fake nation. And we all thought Fetterman could be compromised, but Keene's the mark. And we reached out to his office, and Timmy just blamed his staff. Me? I would never stoop to that level. And then there's Mr. January 6th himself, Maryland Congressman Jamie Raskin. The guy was responsible for getting to the bottom of January 6th, a heat-seeking missile for the truth, a lead investigator, and he got duped by a fake guru rapist. We reached out to his office too, and boy, did he have a response for us, which read in part, it appears that my office was indeed snookered and scammed in 2021 by a religious con man claiming to be the supreme pontiff of Hinduism. This is embarrassing, especially for me as co-founder of the Free Thought Caucus and a skeptic of religious cults, frauds, and grifts everywhere. I hereby revoke the paper recognition extended to this con artist and will apologize for the mistake. It will definitely never happen again. The cult leader even got Justin Trudeau. So far, this is the biggest world leader snookered by the scam artist that primetime can gather. He didn't just endorse this phony. Trudeau's been honoring this fake nation with parade after parade after parade. He even celebrates Kailasa's Hindu Heritage Month. You'd think Trudeau could smoke out a fake Indian pontiff since he's established such close cultural bonds with the country. Politicians far and wide are itching so hard to be woke, they're getting bamboozled by ethnic charlatans.
He has 33 temples, ashrams, and gurukulas around the world, including in the US, Canada, and Europe, which offer everything from yoga to cancer courses and can cost between $10,000 to $16,000. He also claims to be able to perform miracles, delaying the sun from rising, getting cows to speak in Tamil and Sanskrit, and being able to make people levitate. He's even appointed himself to watch over and safeguard Bill Gates' fortune.
So your money's in good hands, Bill. But the larger point's that how are we supposed to trust our politicians with our tax dollars and our security if they can't even do something as basic as Don Lemon and Google? Let's bring in former CIA official and radio host Buck Sexton. I mean, Kamala probably fell for this. We're just basically waiting on confirmation, Buck.
Jesse, Kamala was a big believer in the Jussie Smollett hoax, which I know Fox Nation has done an excellent job expanding our knowledge of in just the last few days. But this is a reminder, I think, of a few things. I mean, one is the calculation that so many of these different politicians made, and yeah, you pointed out, this is not, no one's getting to be a millionaire because of these little treaties of friendship that are being signed. But the tie always goes, if you will, to the hoaxer in this case. I mean, any chance that a politician has to show that they're in good faith, you know, showing how multicultural and diverse they are, they're going to take that, because even if they asked any questions, I think some of them would be worried, oh my gosh, you don't know about Kailasa? I keep trying to remember the name. You don't know about the wonderful nation of Kailasa? You must be some kind of a bigot, sir.
Yeah, it's right next to
this just shows you the calculations.
Right. So when you were an intel guy, and because this is probably more of a new threat, you're probably seeing in the intelligence community people pretending to be woke or people pretending to be victims or kind of ethnic espionage that appeal to liberal Americans or business leaders who don't want to be said to be bigoted. Do you think they're exploiting this?
I mean, of course. I think that there's a massive industry in this country that we all see. I mean, how much do some of these diversity and inclusion lecturers get paid for each time they show up at a corporate office or at some college or university? There's an enormous amount of money that is being made by playing on a sense of of guilt that people have by playing to the victimology narrative. And I think even beyond that, the sense that we have to be inclusivity now means the exclusion of making any determinations, rational or otherwise, about what you're actually dealing with in some cases. And this is a perfect example of that. You want to be so inclusive that you can't actually be discerning in any meaningful way about whether a country exists. By the way, what does it say about some of these individuals? I mean, there were a lot of them. I mean, you pointed out they didn't even look at Google, but how many countries just sort of come up? You're like, I've never heard of that one. A city, fine. Cities, there's a lot of them. But you know what? There's less than 200 countries, I think, in the world, so this shouldn't be that hard.
There might be some really small ones in Africa or in Asia that maybe even I haven't heard of, or I need a memory refresher. But you're right about they're not able to discern because they don't want to be judgmental. It's the same thing happening on our border, Buck. They don't want to say no. They just want to let everybody in because how dare they be discriminatory. All right, thank you very much, Buck Sexton. Not a cult leader that we know of.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Up next.